Hey, I'm Scott.
And I'm Melissa.
And this is the Walsh Fam Podcast. Yes, hey, and welcome back to the Walsh Fam Podcast, where two people talk about life with you people. I'm Scott Walsh, and as always, I'm joined today by my wife, the incredible, the amazing Melissa Walsh.
Hi.
Yeah, great introduction, Melissa. Excited to be here, ready for another fun episode with you. Right away, let's just jump straight into it. It's candle time. What are we working with today, Melissa?
All right. Today's candle is a classic woodwick candle. This is cinnamon chai. Mm-hmm. Or chai.
Yeah, that's what you said both times. Chai.
Anyway, it's a cinnamon chai. It smells like, well, I'll let you know at the end.
I assume some sort of cinnamon.
Yes, and what I love about a woodwick is they usually have some sort of crackle to them.
Are you getting that?
We love a good crackle here in this household, so that may play into our rating here at the end of the episode.
You getting that? Yeah, we love a good crackle. Okay, well, yeah, as always, we're going to wrap up today's episode by rating and reviewing the cinnamon chai candle from Woodwick. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, well, I'm excited for that. What are we talking about today, Melissa?
Well, Scott, today we're going to talk about a couple times when our dogs have been more popular than us, which is more times than you would think.
Oh, yeah. I think at least in terms of I was going to say in terms of the internet, but pretty much everywhere across the board, even in our real lives, people care about our dogs more than they care about us.
That's true.
And I don't blame them.
They're very cute.
Yeah.
They're soft. They're pleasant. Yeah. We're not always pleasant.
For those of you who are unacquainted, we have two golden retrievers, our oldest, Winston, and our youngest, Tucker.
And yes, we are those annoying people who care way too much about their dogs.
Oh, absolutely. We spoil the heck out of them.
It's so much fun.
Yes. Yes. But we're going to start diving into today just the concept of social media and going viral, because that's the thing that we have had the privilege of doing a couple of times now.
Yes, Scott, have you ever gone viral before?
Have I ever gone viral before? Not counting our dogs.
Not counting our dogs.
I don't know what you consider viral. Do you have anything in mind? It seemed like you were setting me up there.
You know, maybe not viral. Have you ever had something just become a little bit popular on social media?
Yeah, I have. Are you setting me up?
Just share if you have anything to share.
It seems like you're trying to lead me to something specific.
I'm not.
Okay, well, I did. So for those of you who don't know, I have made music in the past, somewhat of a musician. I wrote songs and I sang and I rapped a little bit. I had one of my songs kind of go viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
Is that what you're leading me to this whole time?
It wasn't.
It feels like you are leading me down the path to something, and it feels like you're kind of manipulating me or something.
No, that's interesting that you feel that way. That is not even the instance I had in mind when I asked you that question.
What did you have in mind?
Off the record.
What did you have in mind?
Didn't you have a tweet that did pretty well once or something?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
When you were like a teenager.
Sure, maybe. But like totally, I couldn't even tell you.
Not as popular as your music.
No, well, that was this weird thing. This was when TikTok was kind of first coming around.
Yeah, it had just started.
It had probably been around for a while, but for us old people, we were...
Well, it was Musical.ly for a while, and then it was TikTok.
That's right.
So really, it was pretty new.
Yeah, this was fresh TikTok. I wasn't on it. I was late to the scene on TikTok.
Yeah.
You were the early adopter in our family. You were on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And you found this.
I remember actually you were talking about your music, and you always look, because there's a map for musicians. You can see where your music is listened to, and you noticed a huge spike somewhere random. And then we found out that it was from a random person posting it on TikTok.
Yes. Yeah, so I had a song that I put out, probably in 2015 or 2014 or something.
Before we even started dating.
Yeah, definitely. And then years later, after we were married.
Yeah.
So we're talking probably 2019, 2020. someone had used the song in a TikTok video, and then, TikTok, one of the big things is people reusing sounds. So it had gotten popular, and I think like some tens of thousands of people had used this as a sound.
Yeah.
The great part about the whole thing was it was in no way tied to me or related to me in any way. Like, it didn't have the song title, it didn't have my artist name, and it wasn't like an officially released song, so I wasn't making any money off of it. So here there were like millions and millions of views on TikTok on this song, but I didn't see like a single penny from any of that.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was a little bit upsetting, but
It's like cool because people are hearing it and seeing it, but also like a shot in the heart because it's like, but it's all for nothing.
yeah, I think I had like 2 people come across my YouTube channel and be like, oh, I heard this on TikTok.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so out of all of those tens of thousands, like 2 people managed to find out that it was me. So, a little bit interesting, but it was this weird thing of like, oh, that's cool, but also like that song came out like 6 years ago. Like, what's happening? And also, I was new to TikTok. You were on it. I wasn't. So I was like, I don't really understand how any of this works.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It was a cringy time on TikTok, I think. I think it's always cringy, but I think it was probably the cringiest time to be on TikTok. But yeah, you were not there yet.
Well, since you asked me, I'll ask you, have you ever gone viral on social media?
Again, I don't think I would say viral, but I think that it would be notable to mention that when we got married, a friend of ours, shout out Madison, took a video of our first dance, and it was to the song Lover by Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
We are major Swifties here on the Walsh Fam Podcast.
Oh, you better believe it.
But anyway, it's like a poor quality cell phone video, and I put it on Twitter. We didn't hire a videographer for our wedding, so I just threw it up there. It happened to be on the same day that album came out, and Taylor Swift actually liked our tweet, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Some would say cooler than the wedding, depending on who you ask.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, our wedding was pretty cool, but I think definitely the level of hype around that the next day when we realized was so much higher than the level of hype around the wedding. We were leaving for a honeymoon, but the whole timing and circumstance around that was awesome because we had planned a different song for our first dance, a different Taylor Swift song, of course. But I had seen that this album was coming out on the wedding day, and she released the song Lover a couple days early as a single, and I heard it, and right away I was like, this is it. Like, we need to have this be our first dance song. So we planned it, we updated the DJ, he got it in there, and then, the video, Taylor Swift liked it, and you got like thousands and thousands of comments on it and stuff from everyone being jealous that Taylor Swift liked it.
Oh, I don't think they were jealous. I think they were just excited.
Supportive.
Swifties are so fun when they're on your side.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, not angry Swifties, but more like,
yes,
you go, girl. Like,
yeah, it was super cool.
You got liked?
Yeah, everybody's commenting like, Taylor liked it. Congratulations. Like, I've never got so many congratulations in my entire life.
Yeah, not even congratulations for being married,
No.
but congratulations that Taylor Swift liked your tweet.
Yes.
Which is awesome. I'm not downplaying it. That's fantastic.
It was very cool.
And the cool thing we always say to each other is like, we like to believe this in our head. We won't let anyone tell us otherwise. Taylor Swift has watched us dance.
Yeah. I mean, she wouldn't have just liked it, right?
I like to think not.
I'd like to think that Taylor Swift watched us dance.
Absolutely.
Not that we're even phenomenal dancers, but we are very much in love, and I think that it could be seen in that video.
Yeah. And Taylor knows that.
Yeah, obviously.
And also, I am a phenomenal dancer, so speak for yourself there.
Yeah, I'd like to see you do a pirouette.
Oh, okay. Gosh. Well, so fast forward to nowadays, and we are pretty familiar with the TikTok landscape now. When all of that was happening, you were kind of getting into it. I was kind of resisting it. Now I fully embraced it, and now we are all on the TikToks.
On the TikToks.
As the kids say.
You are an old man.
We're all over the talk.
Ooh.
What would you say?
We have a TikTok account.
We do. We have multiple TikTok accounts.
We have several, yes, but our most popular by far is Walsh Fam STL.
Walsh Fam
It's
STL.
all our dogs. It used to be my account.
Yeah.
But nobody cared about me. They all care about our dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's not even like the biggest TikTok account, but they're pretty popular on there.
Absolutely. So we've got, and this is just kind of weird to think about the numbers, but we've got somewhere around 47,000 followers.
Yeah.
Which is, man, if like 12-year-old me who was making YouTube channels with my friends knew that we would have 47,000 followers, I would think that we were like multi-millionaires with careers as video makers.
It is like the most bizarre thing of our lives is that our dogs have so many followers.
It is. I mean, as we
so
said,
weird.
They're infinitely more popular than us, and they've struck a chord online.
They're just cuties, and they're bad. They're kind of just bad.
That is the type of content that we've gotten the most press from, the most attention from, is our dogs misbehaving.
Yes. So the first video we had that really took off was a video that I had in my camera roll for months. And I didn't post it. Like I said, we weren't trying to like post about our dogs really or anything. I just was looking through my camera roll probably late at night, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And I threw it up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then like within a day or two, we were like, whoa.
Yeah.
What was the video of, Scott?
So this was the first one that really kind of blew up, was our dog Winston eating a $20 bill, and we have to fish it out of his mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, behind the scenes, we were in our kitchen. Mm-hmm. I think it was literally just a $20 bill was sitting on our kitchen table. Yep. He was still a puppy. I don't think he was a year old yet.
No.
And I kind of looked at the table, and it was gone. And I looked at Winston, and he's kind of just standing there.
Right.
And he's not a bad dog, but he's stubborn. He likes things his way.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember looking at him and just knowing immediately that he had locked his jaw.
Yes, he does that. Once he gets a hold of something, he doesn't want to let it go. It's a sense of pride for him.
I think he enjoys us trying to take it away as well.
That's true. It's part of the fun. And I remember I had just come home from work, because I can see in the video I'm wearing my work shoes. At this time, I had like shoes that I specifically like. I wear these to work. I don't wear them anywhere else. I'm wearing them. And man, it struck a chord with people. I think for a number of reasons. One, it's very hectic. You just jump straight into it.
I already had my phone in my hand before, so I recorded it. And so I think people on the internet are like, why would you record that and not just get it?
Right.
But like, it was convenient. Like, I didn't go out of my way to say, hold your thought, Winston. Let me go get my phone.
We did not plant the $20 bill.
No.
Yeah. The other thing I think that struck a chord with people is what we said, maybe more specifically what I said. In this one specifically, and I don't remember the exact words, but it's something like, Winston, please, Winston, please, we're poor.
Yes.
Please, we have to buy you food.
Yeah.
And then, thank you, sir, when we get the $20 bill.
Yes. I mean, in fairness, we had just moved into a house and then bought a dog.
Yeah.
Expensive things. We had just bought furniture. And so I think seeing the $20 bill being destroyed was like, no, please don't let that happen.
Now, okay. Yes, but at the same time, we aren't truly poor.
No, but still we do care if our money disappears.
Right. But something about that, well, and also the way I said it, which was very high-pitched and somewhat embarrassing to put online. But hey, that is what it is. Something about that struck a chord with people, because there's a lot of people out there that really like the line, please, we're poor.
Yes.
I think it hit a nerve with a bunch of young people who could kind of echo that sentiment of struggling and fighting for a $20 bill, saying, please, we're poor. Yeah. And that was probably half the comments, I would say, was people just making fun of that line.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
And we had never really had something like that happen before, where it was so many, so fast. People were reaching out to us, wanting to license the video, all these things. Yeah. So I think we were both just like, whoa, this is crazy. And it was fun to come home from work and be like, did you see how many new followers we got today?
Right. And, it's got this many likes. It's got this many views. Like, we've gotten this many followers. It's so fun to just kind of keep up with it. You can just refresh and see your notifications are like 99 plus. Yeah. It'll say if you've got so many on TikTok. It was wild.
Or like verified accounts were commenting on the video. True. And that was really cool. Yeah. It's like we made it.
And like you mentioned, there's this weird thing when you get a video like this where people contact you all over the place from different companies online that want to license viral material so that they can try to make some money on it. And we turned a bunch down. We ended up actually saying yes to one of them. Which has been interesting. I won't name the company, but it's been this interesting thing where we've made a little bit of money off of that clip of Winston.
Yeah.
Particularly because it was used on YouTube. And when that happens, these licensing companies recognize it was used on YouTube, and then they can put ads on that video, and we get a tiny, tiny chunk of the revenue that they make on YouTube. So we've made a couple $1,000 by now, probably off that video.
At the peak of its popularity, we were definitely getting checks every month that would cover more than dog food. And we have 200-pound dogs. So it's a lot of dog food. We spend a lot on dog food.
That's what we'd like to say, is that Winston was doing his part to help provide for the family.
He was paying rent.
Absolutely.
It's about time for another one.
Yeah, for a while there, we were getting maybe $100 a month, maybe $120, $150 a month from it. Now that's kind of dwindled down. We're getting maybe $10 a month, I think, the past couple of times.
What a weird part of our life.
It's very fascinating. And then to fast forward, this same thing kind of happened again with another video.
Yeah.
This time, sub the $20 bill for a handful of Q-tips.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about you guys at home with your dogs, but our dogs love Q-tips. It is like the most fun thing for them to thief from us.
So fun to thief our Q-tips. Yeah. It's true. Something about them, man. When they see them sitting on the bathroom counter, or when they see them just peeking out of a trash can where they can just barely get it, they go for them.
And in this video, I just always have my phone in my hand, let's be honest. But I didn't know what was in Winston's mouth, really. I thought maybe he had taken one Q-tip. And I stuck my hand in his mouth and I pulled it out, and it was an entire handful of Q-tips.
Yes.
He did not swallow a single one.
No.
And it was probably 20, maybe like 10 to 20 Q-tips that were in his mouth that he was seconds away from swallowing. Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah. So the first video with the $20 bill got, I think at this point it's like 6 million views or something on TikTok.
Yeah.
Which is wild. The one with the Q-tips now surpassed it. I never thought that would be possible.
I think it's a lot of the comments, at least, make it seem like people already knew it was Winston from the
awesome
first
to see.
time.
I loved it. People were like, I saw this and I was like, wow, that looks like a lot like the dog that ate the $20 bill. And then I realized it was the dog that ate the $20 bill. So I love that Winston had this little fan club that he was growing, the people that recognized him from the videos.
Yes. Well, I have actually been out. We used to be a lot more social with our dogs than we are now. We've gotten a little lazy with it maybe, but we'll go to dog parks or take them to Home Depot to walk around. And I have had people say, is this Winston and Tucker from TikTok?
Yeah.
Isn't that so wild?
Yeah, it's crazy. And the number of people too, our friends and family, that were like, hey, I saw a video with your dogs in it. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like on our social media pages, they're like, no, because there's all of these other pages online that will just kind of reuse viral content. So I had my mom and my family members and friends being like, hey, I just saw your video on Facebook. I'm like, we didn't post that on Facebook. Who's putting our videos on Facebook? It's just random people. So that was crazy. It's a very crazy thing, but it's also at this point become like normal. Like it doesn't really affect our life. And we're not like, oh, look at us. We're big
our
shots
dogs
online.
Are TikTok famous.
No, it has had little to no impact on our day-to-day life. We do not think of ourselves as famous TikTokers. We just happen to have a couple of these videos that have gotten weirdly popular for some reason.
It's just kind of fun to watch, really.
It is. It's been a lot of fun. It has. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually love that it's Winston and Tucker and not us that people like on the internet, because I just think, I agree. I think they're so cute and so fun and so goofy.
Yes. I will never get tired of the comments of people being like, oh, what a good boy. Give him some pets for me. Or things like that.
And we
do. Like, I love it.
We'll read it and be like, okay, here's one pet for Winston.
Absolutely. This is from this random person online.
Yes.
I love it. People, for the most part, I will say, are very supportive of them on the videos.
Yes. There are people who question us, though.
And that can actually be a really good segue into talking about some of the comments.
Yeah.
I made a note of a couple, actually.
Oh, please share them.
Could I review them with you?
Please do.
Okay, let me pull out my handy dandy actual real life sheet of paper.
You need a
for you
notebook
there.
like me.
I do need a notebook. So let me start with a couple of these comments that we got. on YouTube. It's easier to sort through YouTube because we have way less views there versus on TikTok where there's thousands of comments and I couldn't look through
And
them.
which videos are these for?
So this one was from a video we actually just posted recently.
Okay.
Where it was about Winston growing up, getting a little bit lonely, so we got him Tucker as like a gift.
Yes.
Like
I
we
love
got our
that.
dog a dog. Just
So
a cute
cute.
little video, right? Someone commented, unfit dog owners. And then continued on, these two dogs need new owners. Both dogs are very unhappy.
I haven't seen that comment.
No, just a random person. Now that video
Wow.
doesn't have, that video has like a couple hundred views. Like it's not popular. That's just a random person popping in being
Wow.
like, I'm going to take a stand on this video. Plus, not to mention that video has nothing in it that would show that our dogs are like extremely unhappy. Of course, I started with like, oh, this is our dog Winston.
Yeah.
And then, it seemed like he was getting a little bit lonely, so we got him a puppy and now they're best friends. What about that says that our dogs are extremely unhappy and we are unfit dog owners?
I would say we're unfit in the sense that we haven't worked out a lot lately, but I wouldn't
Physically
say
unfit.
we're unfit in the sense of owning dogs.
Absolutely.
No, and I can say that for a fact because I will cancel plans if I think our dogs are lonely.
Oh, absolutely. We treat them like little angels, I tell you.
Yes, we do.
Treat them better than some people treat their children. Goodness. Some of these get on my nerves, some of these comments, I will say.
Okay, another.
Now, this is going to take a second, but I'm going to get through the whole thing. This is a string of comments, all from the same person, just commenting one after another.
On the same video?
On the same video. And this is the Q-tip video, where we
Okay.
pulled the Q-tips out of
Yes.
my mouth. Which, to be fair, don't let your dog eat Q-tips. We obviously did not intend for our dog to eat Q-tips. It was just a thing that sometimes they get into things that they're not supposed to get into.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Comment number 1, all caps. Caps lock is on for this one. Your dog is hungry. What is funny about that? Okay. Next comment. Caps lock is now off. We've gone to all lowercase. And skinny. Next comment. I bet you eat 6 to 7 times a day and feed your dog maybe twice. Okay. Are you tracking so far?
I'm tracking.
Okay. Next comment. You are thinking all wrong. How's
Wow.
that? We are thinking all wrong, Melissa. Next comment. Do you actually think dog prefers cotton tips to nourishing food? So now they're insinuating that we are stupid enough to be feeding our dogs Q-tips instead of nourishing food, okay? Again, clearly unfit. Next comment. Same person, still, same video. All dog lovers know that you are completely missing your dog's needs. How really sad for your skinny dog, supposed to have round tummy. And that's word for word. There were a couple typos, okay, that I skipped over, but supposed to have round tummy. We are completely missing our dog's needs.
These dogs are each 100 pounds.
Yes.
I've never seen a dog
Yes.
of their breed the size that they are.
Our veterinarians are very pleased with our dog's health.
Every time we go, I say, are they too fat?
Exactly.
And they say no.
No, they're in
Because
perfect
they're
health.
huge.
Yeah. This person seemed to be under the impression that we were not trying to get Q-tips out of our dog's mouth because they got there by accident, but that we were just feeding our dogs Q-tips.
Well, it would probably be cheaper.
That's, you know what? That could be true. Okay, I'm going to skip on to the next video. This was just our dogs in bed, kind of cuddling each other. Winston and Tucker,
They're
very
so
cute.
cute.
Short little video. This comment, too bad I'm a cat person.
Okay. This is not your video then. Please move along.
Thanks for chiming in. Okay, have a good day. Thank you. Okay, now we're over to TikTok. And these are actually, I want to highlight some positive ones that I really liked. This is on where Winston was eating the $20 bill.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite comments. Forbidden lettuce.
Everybody's so creative.
I like that. $20 bills. The forbidden lettuce.
Yes.
I love it. Next comment. What an adorable wallet.
What?
Our dog with the money in his mouth.
Oh, because he had the money.
Exactly.
Okay,
He's
I get
the
it.
wallet. What an adorable wallet. Thank you. And also, world's cutest ATM machine. because we pulled a $20 bill out of his mouth.
One comment that we saw a lot was ATM dog.
Yeah, he started getting called the ATM dog
Which
by
I
people.
think is so cute.
Yeah.
Because when I pull it out, it does kind of look like he's like
coming out of a
dispensing
machine.
it. Yeah, it's real cute.
And then I want to kind of skip away from the dog content just for a second to kind of bring something to your attention. There's a video on our TikTok of me, and I happen to be shirtless, Melissa. And I don't know if you know where I'm going here, but the caption on it and the text on the screen is, "Get you a man that's shaped like the Grinch."
Yes, there is. I want to run away, but I feel like I should stay.
What did you mean when you said shaped like the Grinch?
I meant simply that you're shaped like the Grinch in that video.
I want to highlight a couple comments from that video. Click the thumbnail thinking your wife was pregnant. Thank you. Another comment. How many months along? One more comment. How many puppies are you expecting?
This video, when I put this video up, we had no followers. I'm telling you, I might have had 3 followers, and the account was called Melissa Walsh STL.
And this was one of the very recent videos before the one that went completely viral.
And so I didn't know we were going to have all this content, all these viewers, all these new followers coming in. But when you get these followers, they tend to go look at your old videos. And so this one was not too far down.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for creating that great piece of content of me looking apparently pregnant in our kitchen.
You're welcome, and the video is still up, so enjoy.
Yeah, if you want a nice treat, head on over to Walsh Fam STL on TikTok. What else do you have on this, Melissa?
Well, we could talk about another video that did pretty well, which was one you created, which I thought was cool. It's a cover of a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
Your title is, what is it?
Well, it's Karma by Taylor Swift, but this one is Karma Tucker's version.
Yes.
Because it's all about our dog Tucker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one did pretty well. I think it got just over 1 million views.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Yeah. Did you ever think when you started making music so many years ago that that would be your most popular song that you put out to date?
I did not, to be frank. But I love that it is. Yeah. It's a fun video. Yeah. We got a lot of comments on that one, kind of guilting us for a reference. I referenced Tucker being fat.
Yes.
And a lot of people were upset that I was fat shaming our dog.
Yeah, they were.
To which I was like, first off, he doesn't speak English. So he doesn't know that I called him fat in the song. And second off, he's okay. He's a dog. Yeah, so that was interesting.
Yeah, there were a lot of comments like that.
A lot of people were mad.
They called us fat phobic, and they said a lot of mean things, and we don't really think that Tucker is fat. We ask our vet if he's a healthy weight all the time, and they always say yes.
I feel like we're getting very defensive about this, but we got a lot of mean comments. Like, a lot of people were really mad at me. In the song, it goes, like, it says something like, Tucker's kind of fat, but he's still my dog, and I love him.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a silly, playful song about my dog. It's not like, I didn't think it was that serious.
We're going to get canceled for this.
Maybe. I feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I just want to highlight, people were really mad at me. Some people.
Yeah.
I thought it was very, very interesting.
It was interesting, indeed.
But that was a fun one. I liked that one got popular because it
I
was
do
a fun
like that
song.
video.
A lot of people liked it too, to be fair. Not everyone was mad at us.
And Tucker doesn't get a lot of limelight attention like Winston has, so I'm really glad just that he has a song like that.
Yeah.
And for that video specifically and that sound, a lot of people have dogs named Tucker. A lot of people remade different clips and videos that went along with the song, so it was really fun.
Yes, even people whose dogs weren't named Tucker, a lot of people used the song and put their own dogs into it, which was very fun to see. Thanks for doing that. It's been interesting. I would have never thought close to 50,000 followers.
No.
But it definitely has kind of cemented itself as a part of our life. You know, we make videos of our dogs pretty often now, just for fun, and put them up on TikTok.
And we've kind of switched gears. I used to make a lot of the videos and be really into it, but I also do social media for my full-time job. So sometimes when I get home from work, that's not really what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So Scott has really like taken over our TikTok account, and he's kind of crushing it, to be honest.
I'm not. You know, we have not been very good. There's been times when we have videos go viral. We're like, we're going to do this. This is going to be our new full-time job. We're going to take this really seriously. And it doesn't really pan out. You know, we might not be made out to be full-time content creators, but it's been fun. Even if it's just posting every now and then, it's been a lot of fun. I will tell you, even with 47,000 followers, we can post a video on TikTok and have it get a couple hundred views.
Yeah, definitely.
TikTok is very fickle like that. Just because you have this huge bunch of people that followed you off of one random video, it doesn't mean you have just this like loyal fan base.
Yes, and aside from your Karma remix video, I think all the other videos that ever did super well on TikTok were literally like short little chaotic clips that I had on my phone that I had no intention of ever sharing with the world.
Just random one-offs.
Yeah.
But it's been very fun to see. It's been very fun.
Definitely.
Do you have anything else to add in before we wrap up this topic?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you could go viral for anything of your choice and you got to choose, what would you go viral for?
Wow, that's a good question. Let's see. It'd have to be something that, you know, a lot of people are going to see it, so I don't want it to be embarrassing, like a video of me looking like the Grinch. I would say if I was going to go viral, I'd want it to be for something with my dogs. And that's basic because I know that's what we kind of already do on social media, is post videos with our dogs. But I'd want it to be something about me and my dogs, Winston and Tucker. To be fair, our viral videos so far have been pretty much just the dogs. Mm-hmm. So if I could get involved a little bit, I think that would be it. What about you, Melissa?
Very cute. I don't really know. I don't really think I have an answer to that, but I thought maybe you would.
I didn't, but I made something up.
Great.
So if you haven't already checked us out on TikTok, we are Walsh Fam STL. If you want to see videos of our dogs acting wild and videos of me apparently looking like I'm a couple months pregnant with a litter of puppies. Thanks for that one again, Melissa.
I didn't say that. I would have never said that.
Yeah. Well, this has been a fun discussion. It's now time to rate the cinnamon chai candle by Woodwick.
I get a good whiff.
I will say, it's very nice. It's not super strong.
It's not super strong. What I appreciate so much about it is the crackle.
Of course, we love a Woodwick for the crackling wick. It's definitely not as strong as our last two candles, but that's not necessarily a knock.
No.
It's a little subtle, but it's pleasant.
Yeah. I think this was a Christmas gift from Mama.
Shout out Mama. Who, if you were taking notes at home, did anyone see a Mama reference coming in this episode? Wow. What a time to be alive. Shout out Mama. Okay, do you have a rating on this candle, Melissa? Think it over. We're rating out of 100, of course, because 10 is not enough.
Okay, I do have a rating.
I think I've got mine.
Okay, you go first.
I'm going to give it... Okay, enough with the drum rolls. Goodness.
I love a good drum roll.
I'm going to give it a solid 76.
Wow, okay. Very good. Mm-hmm. Very good.
What are you feeling?
77.
You're copying me.
I'm not. That's the number I had
77?
in my head. Yes, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
77 is a very modest number.
Respectable score.
I would say it's like a scent that I've had all my life. It's not super special, but it's good.
Oh, yeah. We're very familiar with a cinnamon candle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice, though. So this is Cinnamon Chai by Woodwick. Melissa, this has been another fun episode.
Yes, it has.
I want to thank you all for listening or watching. If you are listening and not watching, you could be watching because these episodes are available on YouTube. You can watch the full versions with video so you could see our lovely faces. Melissa, where can they find us on social media?
At Walsh Fam STL for the dogs or at Walsh Fam Podcast.
For this podcast. Yep. Well, we want to thank you for watching. We will be here again next week. Melissa, what do you have to say?
See ya.
Sounds good. We'll see ya.